All right, so right now we got edge blitz on the field right now. And I'm going to show you guys how to beat edge blitz and mid blitz, because those are the most popular blitzes in the game because they're in every single playbook. So chances are you're going to come across these two blitzes at some point, right? First things first, you need to know how to identify the blitz. And the easiest way is that your safeties are aligned at a depth of 10 yards off the line of scrimmage, just like they are here. So if you see that, it's a blitz. All right. Second thing you need to know about blitz is that it is a man blitz, right? It is man coverage. So there is a man that is guarding everyone. All right. So if we take a look at this view, if you look at the left side, we can see there's DB over number 9. There's 2 over number 13. Okay. On the running back, we have a linebacker over the middle of the field, so we can assume he's taking him. And then looks like there's 2 over number 6, and then number whatever that is on the far right, there's 1 over top. So they're not going to be blitzing those safeties, right? If those safeties were blitzing, they would drop down closer to the line of the scrimmage. So what we know is that the DBs over number 13 and directly over number 6, those are the blitzers. Those safeties are the defenders that are playing man coverage. So if we hike the ball, boom, you can see just that. All right. And you can see like the way that they pre-snap, the way they come down onto the closer so they can have a more effective blitz. That tells us that they are blitzing, right? So now you know how to identify the blitz. You know who's guarding who. How do you beat it though, right? So there's 2 main ways you can beat it. Well, there's a combination of ways you can beat it, but here's what you can do. First things first, you can set protection, or you can raw dog it, right? Like by raw dogging it, I mean you're not setting any protection. You're going to hike and throw the ball. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, go ahead and check out the links in the description or the top pinned comment. I have links out to some of my premium videos. Videos like the Guaranteed Picks Blueprint, which is an insane video where I teach you how to get multiple interceptions per game, how I easily do that. Points on demand, 1-play touchdown setups. This is a video that I made that shows how I cook cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, palms, quarters, everything for 1-play touchdowns out of a formation that exists in every single playbook. There's also easy pre-snap tells where you can actually know whether or not your opponent is going to run or pass the ball pre-snap with 100% accuracy. So that's pretty insane. But and there's other videos. So if you're enjoying this video and you just sort of like how I teach content and want to learn more and go deeper, go ahead and check out those links. If you're raw dogging it, like I tend to do, just know that you only have time to make 1 read. So you got to make sure you are making the best read. And the way that I do that is by exploiting alignment advantages. And so I have everyone on streaks, so I can see directly where my alignment advantages are. So if we look on the left side, square, Higgins, he has outside leverage. So he should win against any outbreaking route. If we hike the ball and we throw it, he airmailed that for some reason. But you can see he was open. He was wide open on an outbreaking route because he has the leverage. Boom. Right? So you want to exploit leverage. If we move into number 13, remember that DB directly over him is blitzing. So it's the DB that's way over the top of him that's manned up on him. This shows us that DB is aligned to the outside. So we have inside leverage. So if we were to throw some sort of a in-breaking route, we should be able to complete that. As long as we have time, and we do, boom. It's dangerous when you raw dog it, just like it is in real life. Like raw dogging is not the safest way to go, but some of us like to live a little bit dangerous. So you just hike, throw, bam, right? We're just exploiting leverage. Now let's move to the running back. Say you want to block your running back, that linebacker over the middle field is guarding the running back, right? So if we send the running back on a route, he vacates the middle of the field and he picks up the running back. If we block the running back, he doesn't have a route to defend, so he's going to stay and guard the middle of the field and act as a hold defender. You see that there? So then he is now a +1 in coverage. So say we took triangle, say we wanted to exploit that leverage and we put him on an in-breaking route, but then we also block our running back, then we inadvertently put a hold defender on the field and we throw it right to him. So if you're doing that, you need to get that running back out of the way. So you need to send the running back on the route and then hike throw it, and hopefully you get a good animation. Let's try it again. Boom, and we get that. So you see how blocking your running back, while it will give you more time, like look, I'll block him and it gives us a little bit more time, the disadvantage to it is that it puts a hold defender in the middle of the field. All right, so we can block them. Say you want to do something a little deeper though, like a post, which could potentially get open because it is in breaking. Bam, it worked out because we threw it over the top of that hold defender, so we don't got to worry about him too much in the middle of the field. It's only if like you wanted to run like a slant, well, he's gonna be there, like he's parked there now and he's there for the knockout. So just know that. All right, so let's move over to X now. We put X. X doesn't have an advantage. Like he's really, that DB is like directly aligned over top of him. So pretty much anything, we can try anything. Let's get the linebacker out of the way. So I'm gonna swing the running back to the left. That's gonna pull that linebacker out of the way of the slant, hike, throw, and we get a catch. See, you only got time to make one read. If you're raw dogging it, you got time to make one read. It's a hike and throw. So just trust that your guy's getting open, and that can happen, right? That's one of the advantages of blitzing. It doesn't give you much time to think. So just know that. Pass lead down maybe like that. So that way your running back, that gives your wide receiver leverage to come back to the ball, because that DB is behind the ball. He's not in the trajectory of the ball. So if we do this and pass lead down, he should catch it, except if he gets, if the DB knocks it out. So moving on to the outside circle, he has outside leverage. So we should win on anything outbreaking. So boom, hike, throw, easy pitch and catch. Let's stem it up one, see if we got time to throw that. Or stem it up two. Let's see if we got time to throw that. Hike, throw. No, that gives them a little bit more time to get back to the ball. One nuance I want to show you guys, if you want the ball to come out quicker, throw it in the direction that your QB is facing. Like he's facing the right side. So when he throws it to the right, the ball comes out much quicker. If you throw it to the other side, the QB has to turn and pivot a little bit like this, and the ball, it just comes out a little bit slower. It's not much, but sometimes that could be the difference between taking a sack and not. So like, just know if you throw it to the direction he's already facing, then the ball will get there quicker, but either one can work. Okay. Let's respot the ball. Obviously where you are on the field matters. Like if you're on a hash, you don't have much space here to throw this outbreaking route, right? That gives the DB much less field to cover. So he's in better position to make a play on the ball, but the ball does get there faster at the same time. The advantage is on the other side though, or the disadvantage on the other side is the ball has to travel further to get there. So I imagine that corner is going to make a play on this ball. Yeah, because the ball has to travel so far to get there. So what I would do is I'd probably target one of my slots right here, and then I would get the linebacker out of the middle of the field. So I'll send him on something to chase the running back, and I might do something like this. If you're on the hash, you can still do something in breaking like this. Remember to get the linebacker out of the middle of the field. And we're just going to hike. Trust our gut. Oh, it got there that time. Let's try it again. Boom. And you get a good completion. So it's all about exploiting leverage. A lot of these blitzes are more mental pressure than actual pressure. Like, you have time to make a read, but it has to be it's literally just a read. It's one read. So you have to hike it and throw it and trust your guy will get open. You see, you have to trust he'll get open. Okay. All right. So let's switch over to mid blitz. Now let me show you guys how to wear protection. How to, if you like to be a little safer, maybe you like to set protection, right? So let's move the ball to the middle of the field. It'll be easier to see. So this is how you set protection. First things first with mid blitz, a lot of the times, it's kind of a cheat. It's not a cheat. It's just reading the field. All right, so we have 3 total receiving threats to the right side of the field. But you see there's only 2 DBs on that side of the field. So who's guarding the running back? Well, it's that safety on the left side. That safety is out of position. And this happens a lot in mid blitz. I don't know why. It happens a lot. So if your opponent calls mid blitz, a good idea is to check the alignment of that safety who's supposed to be guarding that running back. Now he has to run across the field to get to the running back, and he'll never make it. So this is just like free yards, right? So like you'll see it's like he's always not always, but a lot of the time he's on the wrong side of the field. And so you can just, as long as you get a good animation, not like that was a terrible animation. But if you get a good animation, then you can get a lot of yards just simply because that safety is aligned wrong. And you don't have to throw a table route. You can throw a corner route or something like that. And then let's do this, right? We're just going to get those defenders out of the way. We're going to run them to the other side of the field to free up the running back route. And we're going to take a sack. Didn't mean to do that. Let's see here. This. All right. And then we're going to do that. So it doesn't have to be like that table route. You can do, I don't know, a wheel route. Maybe the wheel route gets open. Boom. You can do that. So you can exploit the fact that that safety is often aligned on the wrong side of the field, and he has to chase him across the field. So setting pass protection, hold L1, it pulls up the pass protection wheel. This screen will actually show you who's getting blocked. It actually shows us who is getting blocked. Mid blitz is a 6-man blitz. So they're sending 6. Currently, we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them are getting picked up. The edge on the left side, he is free. So I'm gonna hike the ball. You'll see that he comes free. Boom. Pre-play, it showed us. Pre-play, it shows you. It shows you who's coming free. We can see again, they're all getting picked up. That edge on the left side, he's going to be free, and it told us he's going to be free, and he was free. So what can you do? Well, you can pull up the pass protection wheel. You can go full slide to the left, but then that's just going to leave the right side empty, which is fine, because then we'll just block the running back. Okay. Now, when we pull up the pass protection wheel, we got a hat on a hat. We got 6-man. We got 6 on 6. So it's no longer 5 on 5. It's 6 on 6. And now you'll see we have some time. Okay. Now your running back is trying to block an edge. So more cases than not, he's going to lose that matchup. You can see he tries to do his job here, but he slows him down a little bit, but he's not going to do the greatest of jobs. Right. So just know that, like, you don't have a ton of time. He's going to give you maybe a beat longer, but that's it. The second thing is, I already taught you guys, when you block your running back, you're zoning off whoever was supposed to be defending him. So now that we blocked him, the safety who is manned up on him, he's zoned off. So he's helping anything. So say you did that and you forgot that he was going to be zoned off. Here, I'll show you. So you forgot he was going to be zoned off. So say you block your running back, then you slide protection, everyone's picked up, you're feeling good about yourself. You're like, I'm going to throw this post. You hike the ball. Boom. Well, you zoned off that safety. So, like I said, there's pluses and minuses to what you're doing. So if you're going to do that, like say we do the same thing, we're going to block the running back, we're going to slide, full slide to the left, that picks up everybody. The play art shows you who's going to get picked up. Like if you do it left like this, he's going to pick up the edge on the right side. If we full slide to the other, the running back is going to cross my face. You'll see he crosses my face, picks up that edge, does a good job, gives us a few extra seconds, not a few, maybe like one. But say we do this, let's throw it to the other side away from that safety. Let's see if we can get this post open away from the safety. That was a tight throw, but you can see at least we weren't throwing it into double coverage. So again, let's block the running back. We're on a full slide. Let's say we do this. We got a hat on a hat. Everyone's picked up. That just gives us an additional time to stem the ball up one more level, just a deeper pass. We got the outside leverage. We got a little bit more time. We're gonna throw that. And if you get a good throw, or if you play as a good team, not Iowa State, then you probably get a completion there. Let's try it again. We got a little bit more time. Boom. Easy pitch and catch. And that's it, guys. I guess that's really it. So just know that any zero blitz, you don't have time to go through read progressions. So you need to exploit space. Okay, good way to exploit space. Just put everyone on streaks and see who has the most alignment, right? And so we can see square, he has outside alignment. And so we're not even going to set protection here. We're just going to hike and throw because it's a quick pass. Boom. Easy work. I showed you guys what you can do with the running back. You can, what is this post route? Oh, wow. That's an interesting route. But anyway, the safety, he's misaligned. As long as we get a good animation, and we don't, you should be able to get some yards and exploit the misalignment there. We got outside leverage on the right side. It's a quick pass, so we don't need to set protection. We're just going to hike, trust it, throw it, and it's there. Say you want to throw something a little bit deeper. You should probably wear protection if you're doing that. If you're going deep, wear protection. How about that? It's an easy way to remember it. So you set your protection. You see we got a hat on a hat pretty much everywhere. And let's say we're going to do a deep in route. We're going to be running into that safety though, but whatever. For the purposes of this demo, bam. Pass lead that down so we get underneath the safety and we get an easy completion. And once you practice this enough, it becomes first memory or whatever the hell people call it. Let's go back to edge blitz. And you're just reading, like I can see, it's kind of like Neo in the Matrix. I can see who's coming, pause, and I can see who's defending who. I have an empty backfield, so there's no protection to set. I'm just going to hike it, raw dog it, and make a read and throw. And that's ultimately that's what it comes down to, at least for me. I don't know, maybe I'm just lazy and I don't want to set protection. So I'm just like hiking and throwing. But that's just how I prefer to play against it. One read. And if you're exploiting alignment, you should be right most of the time. If the ball's coming out fast and you're delivering a good ball like that, like I have been, then your reads should be on point. And I'm using classic passing. This is on Heisman, by the way. So this is the hardest difficulty. It's especially the hardest difficulty because it's practice mode, and we all know practice mode difficulty is like 2 levels above Heisman. But it's classic passing. Like I'm not even using placement and accuracy. Like if you're a placement and accuracy person, then you're gonna have more success than I am. Again, it's more so a psychological pressure than it is an actual physical pressure. Like you have time to make a read. You just got to make the right read pre-snap. See? You have time to make your reads. It's just one read. Like you can't go through 7 different reads, you know, to deliver a ball. Like you got to just pre-snap. You got to know where you're going with the ball. And you got to trust that your guy's going to get open. Let's try the short crosser. My slot wide receiver, he keeps getting bumped. That's why he's not open. Triangle is who I'm talking about. Like he's not open because he keeps getting bumped. Boom. And that's essentially it. I guess that's the tutorial. So you have to decide for yourself. Are you a raw dogger, or do you like to just hike and throw it like I do? There's no right or wrong answer. You just have to decide what's best for you. And then from there, if you're setting protection, great. If you have time to set your protection, you probably should. Just know that you're zoning off whoever's supposed to be blocking the running back. So remember that. And then from there, it just becomes a game of exploiting alignment. Then that's literally all it's about from there. Hike the ball, make your one read, and you should be Gucci. All right, so that's enough for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hope you had fun watching it. I had a lot of fun making it. I'll see you in the next one.